Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Fortnite Battle Royale video. Tonight we have one of the biggest updates we've had into Fortnite for this season, and it includes the new playground mode, a new weapon, and a bunch of different changes that I'm going to be covering everything you guys need to know about playground mode, about the new dual pistols, and all of the changes that actually matter in this game, because this is a big update in tonight's video. If you guys could smack a like on this video, I'll probably have more videos coming out, very soon when this update is actually live, because we're in the downtime as I make it this video, but I'm sure it will be up live very soon. But we do have the patch notes. Let's go for 920 likes. That would be absolutely amazing if we could hit that. Smack that like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and not already subscribed. We're over 327,000 subscribers on that road for 350k. The support has been insane, so I'd really appreciate if you guys are new to hit that subscribe button. Let's get right into it. So the first one is of course playground mode. Now a lot of people wondered how would this mode work? Would it be like Halo, where you could basically like the Forge mode from Halo? Would it be like a custom match from like Call of Duty or something like that? And we actually have all the info around playground. So playground is a limited time mode. Now hopefully it stays in for quite some time. I think if people do love it as much as I think they will, this will maybe become a permanent mode, but for now it is an LTM or a limited time mode. Playground is a low pressure environment where friends can let their creativity run wild, build massive structures, practice with weapons and items, fight against your friends, and have fun. So this is what the details are. This is a 1 hour match. You'll have 1 hour to create, play, and train as you wish. Hop in and try out version 1 of Playground. So that basically means that there might be version 2s or 3s coming in the future, so don't be worried, this is limited time. You drop in a Battle Royale map with a squad of friends, so I'm assuming up to 4 people. Friendly fire is on. Players will respawn on death unless killed by the storm, but the storm doesn't come in for the first 55 minutes. So basically it never comes in unless you're sitting there playing with your friends for an hour. The last 5 minutes is where the storm will come in. Your resources are gathered at 10 times the normal rate, which is really awesome because I know people are going to do crazy stuff like make pirate ships on Loot Lake, cover all of Dusty Divot, make crazy sky bases and mansions and forts, and that's sort of what this is, to let your creativity run wild. So you gather resources at 10 times the rate. So if you got 50 off a tree, now that would be 500. So resources will not be a problem. Also, 100 llamas will spawn on the map. Aside from in a normal game, you would have 3 llamas spawn. Now there's 100, so that could be kind of fun. Test your luck with some llamas. Of course, they are nerfed llamas, which give 200 of each material. But I guess if materials resources are gathered at 10 times the rate, I'm not sure if that counts for llamas as well. But that's what you have as far as that. Also, chests and ammo boxes will spawn 100% of the time. So if you do know a location, it's not like a normal match where you have a chance that it will spawn. It will 100% spawn, and that's basically what playground mode is going to be. A fun place to either battle with your friends because of the friendly fire, build forts and structures, or mess around and test out different weapons or work on your building. It is really good, and I think that this would be a great mode for people to, of course, play with friends, or even if you hop in here solo and just practice building forts, practice editing. It can be very key and could help you improve your game. That's what we have as far as playground mode. Now there also is a Final Fight Teams of 12 game mode coming out, which is Final Fight that plays similar to Battle Royale, but instead the storm circles closing all the way in. They stop partway through the match. We all know how the Final Fight works. This is Teams of 12, which I'm assuming will be the other limited time mode alongside Playground. Probably won't have as much hype because everyone will be focused on the Playground mode. Next is the weapons and items, and there are quite a few changes in these patch notes that I'm very excited about, some that I'm a little bit worried about. Now, the first thing is that dual pistols have been added, and they're available in epic and legendary variants. So purple and gold dual pistols. And what these dual pistols are is they hit for 41 damage to 43 damage. That's their base damage. So that depends on, of course, if you have the purple one, probably hits for 41, and then 43 with the gold. That sounds very strong, especially for the fact that a headshot on that will be double the damage. That means you could hit for up to like 86 with a headshot. Could be absolutely crazy. These will use medium ammo, which is probably the most valuable type of ammo, which leads me to believe that it is probably a pretty good weapon. You shoot both of the weapons with one pull of the trigger. They can be found from floor loot, from chests, from supply drops, and they do not use first shot accuracy. So dual pistols looking like another way to win those close range gunfights that will be coming to the game, and that is definitely something pretty exciting coming to the game. Next is significant jumps that are landed with the shopping cart now appear in the elimination feed, height, distance, and time. So that's basically like those ramps that they have sort of around the stadium, around Tilted, around those mountains up by Pleasant. If you hit some crazy jumps, it'll show in the kill feed, I guess, and sort of something they encouraging people. Shopping carts are now back in the game. Of course, we know there's probably going to be a challenge this week, including them, and they want people to make some crazy plays with those shopping carts, and that's basically encouragement that you'll get recognition in the kill feed. Besides of that, weapon damage to structures now correctly scales with rarity. I'm guessing there was just a glitch behind that. Shotgun damage to structures has been nerfed by 50% for the pump shotgun and 25% for both tac and heavy shotgun. So once again, the beloved pump shotgun gets the biggest of the nerfs, and this basically means that spraying down walls with shotguns is going to be a lot harder, and it will basically have an increase on people using assault rifles, dual pistols, SMGs, and other stuff to try to spray down the walls. Of course, that's what they've changed with that. So 50% less damage is huge to the pump, and then 25% not as noticeable, but still changes to the heavy as well as the tac. So when you're double pumping or double heavying, it'll be a bit harder to spray down the walls, and maybe the person on the defense will have a better chance in that situation, and that's what we have as far as that. Now, they are nerfing the shotgun's damage to structures, which is a mini sort of nerf, but they hit it hard last patch. And they are buffing the SMGs as well as adding these dual pistols. So they're trying to make other guns good at close range, which I'm not really sure how I feel about that. Tactical SMG removed the first shot accuracy, but they increased the base accuracy by 25%. Lowered the sprinting accuracy penalty by 15%, lowered the ADS bonus by 10%, and increased the damage by 2. So that means that plus 2 damage means that if you're hitting them in the head because of the 200% multiplier, 200 times multiplier, whatever, it's going to be hitting 4 plus 4. TAC SMGs just got another buff, basically a double buff because of the inadvertent nerf again to the shotguns. They are really trying to push these SMGs hard, and for good reason. I think the purple SMG will soon be maybe the best gun in the game based on these changes. That's what we have. Also, the silenced SMG, which was kind of a useless gun except for if you got it at the very start of the match. They increased the base accuracy by 10% on that, increased the ADS accuracy bonus by 20%, and increased the damage by plus 2. So that's another change. So all SMGs got a pretty significant buff in today's patch notes. Also, shotgun ammo now drops in stacks of 4 instead of 5. Another tiny nerf so that if you find shotgun ammo on the ground, it'll be a little bit less. Not really sure the point of this. It doesn't seem too significant unless you're literally in the first couple minutes of the game. I wouldn't say worry about that. And also, grenade launcher visuals have been temporarily changed to shoot fireworks instead. This is a cosmetic change only. So the grenade launcher, the noob tube, will now shoot basically fireworks. And I'm guessing that's for the 4th of July. Or, you know, around the festive holidays, around the summer, something to do with that. Just a cosmetic change, so nothing that will actually affect gameplay. Just something pretty cool in terms of cosmetics. Now, we also have some bug fixes and some different changes to the game that will actually affect gameplay. The Boogie Bomb, for example, explosions from the Boogie Bomb are no longer blocked by vehicles. So you'll basically have a bigger blast radius on that. A lot of times things would block the Boogie Bomb, and that's one reason I wouldn't use them too much. So that should be changed, especially with the vehicles, because of that. We also have some gameplay changes here. Progress for elimination quests will now be granted if you down an enemy with the required weapon rather than needing to actually eliminate them with it. So this is great for people that try to do their challenges in squads or duos. You don't have to actually eliminate them. I'm assuming that will still count, but if you just simply get the knock, that will now count for elimination challenges, which is huge to making those a little bit easier. Also, we have some other changes to this game that were bug fixes. Basically, items dropped in water will now stay above the water surface. So it's going to be a lot easier to loot people. Of course, we know what this is talking about around Loot Lake. It would always suck trying to, you know, go scuba diving trying to find loot. Now will be a lot easier around Loot Lake. That's what we have as far as that. Other changes we have, players are no longer able to hit building weak spots through other buildings. We also have some other changes as far as the fixed a small number of accounts that it had incorrect week 5 challenges. Mushrooms no longer spawn on trees in Moisty Mire. I had no idea they actually did that. Of course, they're supposed to spawn on the ground, so they don't spawn on trees. I'm guessing that was some sort of a glitch. And we also have some changes in terms of performance. Improved performance of skydiving on all platforms, especially the Nintendo Switch, so that should run a little bit more smooth. Improved performance for moving ammo and weapon pickups. Improved performance by doing less work when players are moving outside of your view. Basically just overall improving the performance and how the game runs, which is good. And we also have some audio changes here. Changes to enemy building audio. Increase the volume of basically enemies building, so you'll be able to hear them building up on you a little bit faster. That's something that has been changed there. As far as some other changes to skins, the cape on the Battlehound outfit is now available as a back bling, and they also added capes to the Ventura and the Venturion skins. So if you have any of those skins, you'll now have an extra back bling when this patch, with this patch. That's about it, guys. Those are the patch notes. Some pretty exciting stuff. Playground mode, changes to shotguns, buff to some other close range weapons, as well as the dual pistols. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and have a great night. I'm out. Peace.